Good afternoon, student. Now, in our previous lecture, we have studied about algorithm and flowchart. Now, we are going to see more program and logic development tool like pseudocode. Pseudocode. What is the pseudocode? Pseudocode is an informal way of describing the step. You can see that informal way. Informal, that means there is no formal rules or regulation to write the or describe the pseudocode. That means pseudocode is an informal way of describing the steps of a program without using any strict programming language syntax. In pseudocode, we are not going to follow any syntax rule of programming language, and it gives a rough idea or outline of flow of algorithm or working of algorithm. And why should we use pseudocode? Because it gives a rough idea or outline of the flow of algorithm or working of algorithm. That means if we are not going to write the program on that algorithm, then we are going to just write the overview. First of all, we have to generate the pseudocode, because pseudocode is used to describe the flow of algorithm, how the algorithm is work, and so on. Now let's understand with this help of example. So if we write pseudocode for the remainder of two numbers, then we get, in our previous lecture we have studied about the algorithm of finding remainder of two numbers. Then we have designed the flowchart of remainder of two numbers. Now we are going to write pseudocode for remainder of two numbers. Then if we are going to write the pseudocode, first input first number in variable first number, then our second line will be input second number in variable second number. Because if we are going to find remainder of two numbers, then first of all you have to take two number from the user, then we will calculate the remainder equal to first number modulus second number. Now we will calculate the remainder till now. Again, if we are going to test the condition, if the remainder is 0, then display first number is divisible by second number. Because if the number is completely divisible by 0, then we can say that the first number is divisible by second number. That means there is no remainder. else print रिमाइंडर. अगर 0 नहीं होता है रिमाइंडर, तो क्या होगा, हमारा रिमाइंडर वेरिएबल प्रिंट हो जाएगा. दिस विल बी योर आउटपुट और रिजल्ट. दिस इज द राइटिंग द pseudo code of the program to find the remainder of two numbers. We can write in any type of representation, because pseudocode is text based representation and there is no formal rule to write the pseudocode. You can also write input first number a, second number b, c equal to a modulus b. If the remainder is 0, divisible by first number, else print c. You can write in any way, because there is no rule to write pseudocode. Now our next programming development tool is decision tree. So see, what is decision tree? A decision tree is a tool to represent a hierarchical structure of outcomes based on a certain rules. That means decision tree is the hierarchical or sequential. Hierarchical, that means sequential, ordered structure of outputs based on a certain rules. किसी प्रोग्राम का कैसे हम आउटपुट जनरेट कर रहे हैं, किस सीक्वेंस में आउटपुट जनरेट हो रहा है, अगर उसको हम स्टेप बाय स्टेप इन अ सीक्वेंस और इन ऑर्डर्ड मैनर में अगर हम उसको डिफाइन करेंगे, देन वी हैव टू यूज डिसीजन ट्री. नाउ लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड विथ एग्जांपल. नाउ फॉर एग्जांपल, वी मेक अ डिसीजन ट्री टू कैलकुलेट द ग्रेड ऑफ स्टूडेंट. सपोज दैट अ स्टूडेंट फर्स्ट एनी एग्जाम एंड had scored the marks, and we are going to calculate the grade of that student. That means division or grade. So now see, if student is scoring the marks greater than or equal to 60, then their grade is first. If the score marks will be 50 to 60, then the grade will be second. If he score the marks between 40 to 50, then his grade will be third. And if he scored less than 40, then it will be he is fail. So now for this condition, for this rule, we are going to make decision tree. So let's see with this as figure. First of all, we have checked the more than or equal to 60. If yes, then print first division. Else, that means no, then marks more than or equal to 50. If yes, then print second division. No, that means if marks more than or equal to 40, then print third division. No, that means if marks is less than 40, then print division is failed. Because we are going to just define a decision tree. This is called the decision tree, because first of all we have to check the condition. If marks is more than 60, then print first division. If this condition will be true, then the first division will be printed. Else, अगर ऐसा नहीं है, then if marks more than or equal to 50, then print second. Else, अगर ऐसा भी नहीं है, then else if marks more than or equal to 40, then print third division. Otherwise, else print failed. Now we will make the program for this decision tree. Then it will be clear to the flow of your decision tree, how we can design a decision tree and how to write the code for the decision tree. Now I hope you have clear understanding of pseudocode and decision tree. In our next lecture, we are going to study about conditional statement. Now thank you for watching today.